I needed this, I needed that. As he opens up about his remarkable life through his debut memoir, Never Too Late, this isn't just a story of music. It's a story of courage, reinvention, and relentless self-belief from the dazzling highs of iconic songs like Maine Dil Tujhko Diya to the quiet moments of struggle and introspection behind the scenes. This book reminds us that it's truly never too late to begin again. Let's dive into the heart of this powerful journey and hear firsthand what it means to start over with purpose, authenticity, and passion. Please join me to welcome composer, actor, and a creative mind behind this brilliant book, Mr. Daboo Malik.
Congratulations, sir. It's an honor. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much.
You can take this one if you want to say something.
Thank you for the kind words, and I feel so good. This book, Never Too Late, as you see, I want to first say that there were a lot of stories which used to be part of my conversations with my family. From the age of 12, I have carried so many anecdotes and stories about what was told to me by my father, Armaan Malik, and the incredible journey he had from the age of 15. It stayed with me. As children, Amal and Armaan, when they were growing and they were becoming successful and they were making fantastic music for the industry, I felt that they need to know the story before it gets forgotten. I wanted to create a book, a very simple, easy reading book, which they could carry as a legacy of the Malik family. I was emotionally driven, but I really did not know whether I could write. I started with a simple one-pager. And when I was writing, I realized that though I read books extensively, and I realized no, I don't read books that much. But I do read inspirational chapters. And that's how Never Too Late, the book, is written. It's in the form of chapters. It's so easy to read that whenever you open the book, whether it's on page 199, 217, or the page number 10, there's a story in each page. And the chronology sets in. But what happens is that when you're reading it, in one chapter the story ends. And you can take from it, that chapter of my life. And I documented it in such a way that on the left-hand side there are pictures to prove that that moment happened. So it's not just written words, but they have a picture book presentation with evidence that so many things transpired in my life. The inspiration behind writing this book was basically to dedicate this book to my children, Amal and Armaan, for them to have a good read, and that is where it started. And eventually it became, for me, a book which could inspire millions, and especially musicians. In these things, whatever stories happen in our life, can be of some help, of some kind of change it can bring into anybody's life in any corner of the world. I think I've written a good book. The story behind that picture, so many people have asked me that why that picture? So well, that is the story which reminded me that once I wanted to be an actor. So if this is a picture which had a dream in its eyes, which went onto the table of even director Subhash Ghai. And I did films like Tiranga and Bazigar, which became blockbuster hits. And eventually I reached here looking like an author. So big hand to Daboo Malik, please. So this picture was chosen because I think this is by far one of the best pictures ever of my life. And I wanted the book to have this as a cover. And also, I did not try to create any kind of criticism or try to target anybody in this book, and I've not ventured into that grey or dark area at all. Basically, it's an inspiring story of a man who fought against all odds, and 99 times of his efforts, he only failed. So this is not a success story. I'm not sharing a success story. This is a story of a man who tried against all odds. Whatever it took, he just kept on walking towards his goals. And that's all I want everybody to do, because that is the message of never too late. And there is nothing that should stop you. Not time, not age, not where you start from, nothing. You are not late for anything in the world at any stage of your life. You just go out there and do what your heart desires and fulfill your dreams. And the book ends at a note. I've got the last 15 chapters written in a way which is like a community MWM, which inspires millions and lakhs of people who are writing to me and texting me who want to be part of MWM's legacy as musicians, singers, story writers, video directors, photographers. And yes, with open arms, I'm welcoming them and showing them the right path. And that is how I wanted the book to end. So when you read this MWM chapter, which is the last 15 chapters, you will definitely feel that this is the note which I wanted to end the book on. I hope you like it and read it as soon as you have this book in your hand. Of course, you'll have to buy it from libraries.
Thank you so much.
Friends, this is so inspiring that he has written a book, and every book, every chapter has its own story in itself. So it's an easy nibble. We all know हमारी life इतनी fast forward हो गई है कि we are used to those reels, swipe, swipe, swipe. So Daboo, thank you so much for giving this to us, because we want something very, something to nibble every day. We open the page, we finish the chapter, and we learn something. So completely commendable. Friends, also join me in welcoming today's guest, who is also very special. I would request Ms. Shobha Pillai Cachino, am I right? Cachino is a distinguished media strategist and a former senior leadership executive at the Times of India Group, with over 3 decades of industry expertise. She is recognized for her deep command in advertising, marketing, brand profiling, and high-level communication strategy. She is valued not only as a moderator, but as a strategic thinker and trusted voice in every room she enters. Please welcome the insightful and dynamic Shobha Pillai Cachino.
But as someone who shares a deep personal and professional admiration for the incredible man we are celebrating today, Daboo Malik. Please forgive me if I get emotional, because this is from what. Over the years, I have had the joy working with remarkable individuals, but few have left the kind of soulful impact that Dabooji and his beautiful family here. My connection with the Malik family goes beyond music and media. It's a bond built on warmth, mutual respect, and creative spirit. From watching Amaal and Armaan carve their own distinct path, to now seeing Dabooji step into this powerful role as an author, I have witnessed a family that does not just create music, they create meaning. Before we begin, I must take a moment to acknowledge Jyoti Malik, Dabooji's wife, the quiet strength and true pillar of the remarkable family. And I call her as unsung heroine, whose grace and presence hold it all together in the family. And a heartfelt thank you to Rani Jyoti's sister and my dear friend who first introduced me into this extraordinary family that has left as my own ever since. Thank you for choosing me to moderate this special launch. It is just an honor. It's not just an honor, it's an emotional homecoming for me. Let us open the pages. Let's open the pages, never too late. Daboo Malik Odyssey from MWM. In a way, okay, so what we're going to do here is, it's a story which lived with heart, courage and unwavering rhythm, but we will start off with a podcast right now.
Can we have the podcast, please?
Let's go, Dabs.
We have to move from here then. But just play a bit of 5 minutes.
The title, Never Too Late, says so much with so little. Was there a moment in your life that made you feel?
ये कहने आए कि अगर तुमने हमारे रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन
जब नहीं चलता तब चला दो, बंद कर दो। अभी भी बूम मारा है कुछ छोड़ दो।
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's make it.
Babuji, the title, Never Too Late, says so much with so little. Was there a moment in your life that made you feel, now I must tell a story?
मैंने बहुत सारे लोगों को ऑलरेडी कह दिया, इतने सारे लोगों ने मुझसे इतने सारे सवाल कर लिए हैं अभी इससे स्टार्ट होने से पहले। 4 बार ये चीज़ मैं बोल रहा हूँ, अब वापस बोलता हूँ। बेसिकली ये वो कहानियाँ हैं जो मेरे दिल और दिमाग के ऊपर थी, और ये जो मेरा पॉडकास्ट है ना, जैसे अभी ये अंग्रेजी में किताब लिखी है नेवर टू लेट, पॉडकास्ट जो मेरा वो पूरी हिंदी में है, एक एक शब्द हिंदी में, एक आध लाइन कुछ वर्ड्स होंगे जो इंग्लिश में होंगे, पूरा का पूरा मैंने पॉडकास्ट हिंदी में किया। Book is very what you call easy readable and lucid and simple, but podcast is not. Podcast में काफी हंगामे होने वाले हैं, इसलिए go out all the 7 episodes when they're going to be casted is going to create lot of hangama, I'm sure, because वहाँ पर सच और साहस से कुछ ज़्यादा हो रहा है।
That's lovely and a turning point to share. Okay, now you lived many creative lives: composer, performer, mentor, husband, father. Which of these identities do you feel come through in this book? Most of them in this book.
See, the greatest thrilling point for me is the job or the thing that I performed as a dad. And I think at a point when in 2006, when I lost my dad, and the promise that I had given him, he is a very unique story कि मेरे डैडी ने कभी चाहा नहीं कि उनके बच्चे कभी संगीत में जाएं, सब अच्छे पढ़े लिखे नौकरी करें और आगे बढ़ें। और जब मेरे बच्चे बड़े हो रहे थे तो मेरे पिता ने मुझसे प्रॉमिस किया था कि म्यूज़िक में इनको सबसे अच्छी एजुकेशन देना, रियली वो शब्द थे उनके, संगीत इतना सिखाना कि वो सरदार मलिक की लेगेसी आगे लेके जाएं, ये उनकी विश थी। और मैंने ईश्वर से प्रार्थना की कि ऐसा होना चाहिए। And rest, as you know, is history. They have carried the legacy beautifully. And my children are my greatest, what do you call, a dream come true. एक फादर को इससे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं चाहिए। मैंने अपने बड़े बेटे को बोला था 120 गाने सुपर हिट ब्लॉकबस्टर चाहिए, वो उसने कर दिए। 60 पिक्चरें सुपर हिट होनी चाहिए, वो सारी पिक्चरें भी हिट हो गई। तो मैं और अरमान को मैंने बोला था कि ऐसा गाना गाना यहाँ से लेके सारी दुनिया में कि हर इंसान बोले कि अरमान बहुत अच्छा गाता है। तो मैं जहाँ जाता हूँ मुझे यही सुनने को मिलता है, आपके बच्चों ने कमाल कर दिया। मतलब थैंक यू।
It's so special to see how every shade of you have found the space in this book. That's beautiful, beautiful. Did writing this feel like closure or a beginning or simply an act of remembering?
I think the story which I wanted to share with my kids is that there has to be a documented memoir which takes the journey of my father when he was 15 years old till the time he became the music director, and then my journey from my age of 15 till I became a music director should be a story or a path which my children can always refer to. If this happened with our families, including my brother Anu, who has done a tremendous job of taking the legacy forward, and they have a reference point, and I did not want to hide anything. ऐसे कब तक मैं टेबल पे खाने खाते खाते बोलता रहूँगा, कुछ बुक लिखनी चाहिए ताकि सारी जिंदगी के लिए उनके पास एक मार्ग हो और वो बुक उनके लिए डॉक्यूमेंटेड हो, and it is there.
Daboo, coming from such a legendary family, did you ever feel the need to break away and define success in your own terms?
See, if I look back at my life, I think the largest part of my life was spent just trying to see to it that I get through life. It was a difficult task for me because professionally, I do not think that I did anything great or I broke barriers and I became a success story, which I always tell that this is not a book of success story, but some episodes of my life which can become a reference point for all musicians and all people across the world to learn a bit कि कुछ भी हो जाए, कहीं भी किसी भी पोजीशन पे किसी भी उम्र पे हो, आपके लिए जिंदगी ये नहीं है कि आप हारोगे, आपको चलते जाना है, and that is what Never Too Late is all about.
That's such a very grounded way to look at the legacy. Really, really truly. I've been told that we are running short of time, so to ask minimum questions, so I'll ask the best questions, but I want you to.
तेरे पास तो पूरी ग्रंथ है यहाँ पे.
Yes.
How much time? You got 5 minutes more?
Your sons Amaal and Armaan are phenomenal artists in their own right. But at home, are you more father or family?
Never a fan.
100%.
Proud, but no fan moments.
No, I think I spent a lot of my time trying to even understand how Amal, as a composer, can make कौन तुझे यूं प्यार करेगा. And बोल दो ना जरा, मैं रहूँ ना रहूँ. मैं इसको हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि जो तेरी मेलोडीज हैं, अगर इनको 6 part notations में लिखा जाए और इसका अगर orchestration किया जाए as themes, so I feel it's a legendary work. And as a composer, I am completely in awe of Armaan's singing, his texture and his voice. I'm a big fan of his and Amal's compositions.
Wow, spoken like a proud father, and rightly so. That's their true journey, in fact. Have Amaal and Armaan ever taught you something creatively or emotionally that caught you by surprise?
Every single day, I just learn from them how to be a stickler for perfection. कोई भी काम compromise नहीं करना है. मेरे को तो ऐसा लगता था सारी जिंदगी में हो जाएगा, कर लेंगे, कर लो. मेरे बच्चों ने कभी नहीं कोई भी काम, I'm proud to say, कोई भी गाना, कोई भी creative endeavor के अंदर दिल लगा के पूरी जान लगा के मेहनत करते हैं. And that is what I learn every single day from them. And the patience when I was finishing that book, you know about it, has all become a reality because of Armaan Malik's dedication. This is a fact.
Thank you so much.
One thing is said, Dad, मैं आपको एक कॉमा और फुल स्टॉप की भी गलती कर रही है. He was at it and like a school teacher. 7 o'clock in the morning. What did you say yes to? मैंने क्या हुआ? That's not the way to do. The design is going to change. You wait. So Shobha and Armaan, they took over. I finished my story. That's it.
Thanks, Armaan, for all support. I just wanted to ask you one thing. Did you ever hold back something either because it was too personal or perhaps too powerful?
Yeah, the lots. So I have shot only 7 episodes. I will wait for the response of how people take it, the way I've spoken. And after I know that I cannot be shouted at or create more controversy, as it is हमारी family की बहुत सारी controversy अमल ने create कर दी. So उससे बचते बचाते निकले हैं.
We have our days.
And yes, so that the two things which I feel what the book could not carry, which I was afraid, and I didn't want to mention it because not relevant, because I wanted to leave a positive impact on the person who's reading it, and not a cringe story. उसने ऐसा किया, उसने ऐसा किया, उसने ऐसा किया. I didn't want to be that. But the podcast is a little bolder. It is talking a lot more about my life and my journey and the episodes that went through and what I faced.
Great, Daboo. If this book were ever to be made into a film or a musical, who would you want to play you, and who should score the soundtrack?
So Amal will play the role of Daboo Malik, and I will play the role of Sardar Malik, and Armaan will play Armaan Malik, and music will be Amaal Malik. And I think it could be, and only condition is please get us Mohit Sori to direct.
I thought so. Daboo, if readers
And
would...
there is some truth behind that also. We closely went to that thing. We had a discussion with Mohit at once upon a time when he said he wanted to make a family story. So that's the closest we got to. So maybe it's the time now.
If readers could walk away with just one message from Never Too Late, what would you want that to be?
Never to lose hope. Walk towards your dreams. You just don't know how far are you from your goal. Are you just one shot away or 10 shots away? But you are going to reach whatever point you manifest and whatever you want to achieve. I had one dream, and that was my sons should fulfill the dream of their Dada, Shri Sardar Malik. And I manifested it every single day, and of course with total support from my wife Jyoti, without which I would not have been wearing this black shirt and black pant today. She has been a rock, and thank you for that. Thank you for being in my life. And my children have fulfilled this dream. It's like a closure for me. I have written Never Too Late as a story of my life, and it carries the pride that I have of my family. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daboo, and I think I've answered all the questions. So thank you.
And Kindle, you all can go ahead and book it online, and soon they will be available in all the distributing stores. Yeah.
And I request everyone to please collect your copies from the counter. And let's have a quick selfie with everyone.
Sure.
बैठो ना चलो मार लो फिर हम लोग करते हैं हो गया कर लिया क्या हटना राजेश थैंक यू अभी लुक गया कैमरे के लिए सर इधर थैंक यू हो गया
Prashant, who has been here. Kiran. Sanjita, thank you for coming. She has written a book too. Come here, come here. In this store, she has a book. Right now, she is, of course, the author who is also inspiring me to write without holding back.
The Trojan horse.
The Trojan horse is the name of the book. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Shobha. Thank you, everybody who's come here, and you all can. Please take your copies. What are you doing there? You should have come and attacked me long before. Why are you hiding?
Joel, yes, main family of Facebook.
थोड़ा सेंटर में
Instagram.
थोड़ा सेंटर में यस बस लुक हियर लेफ्ट से थैंक यू
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Armaan. Thanks, Amaal. Love it.
The strength behind you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
बोला